Hello, everyone. I am so glad that you are joining me for Inspirational Tuesday. What a wonderful time. It is August. Can you believe that? I can remember saying to you, it's the first Tuesday in July. And here I am saying it's the first Tuesday in August. I am so excited that you are joining me as you're coming on. Let me know where you're watching me from and how you are enjoying the Inspirational Tuesday. I know that you're finding me on all these platforms and just enjoying what God is saying and doing. So I have a question for you, as you saw the title of Inspiration Tuesday, is what is your greatest asset? Think about it for a moment. I'm going to let you think about it, and then I'm going to let you type it in. Some of you will say your looks. Some of you will say your skill set. I'm going to say to you, could it be, what was my first thing? Could it be money? Because, Ecclesiastes 10 verse 19 says, money answereth all things. That's the short version. So, you could say, oh, money is my greatest asset. You could say air, because you can't live without air in your lungs, without breath. And then, the original intent, Genesis 2 verse 7, and God formed man from the dust of the ground and breathed in his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul. You could say your soul is your greatest asset, that personality. You could say food. Some of you love food, right? So I'm just giving you some food for thought. Some of you could say food is my greatest asset. I need nourishment. I need health. I need strength. So you could go with Genesis 1 verse 29, and God said, behold, I have given you every herb-bearing seed which is upon the face of the earth, and every tree in the which is the fruit of a tree yielding seed. So it shall be for you meat. Some of you might debate right there, should you be a vegetarian or not? And clearly Jesus blessed everything. So, you could eat meat as well as vegetables, but I'll leave it to you as you add in your comment, what is your greatest asset? But I want to challenge you, because some of you might have put in knowledge. I don't know. You're thinking about it, but I want to tell you that knowledge is your greatest asset. And if you haven't thought about it, I want you to think about it right now. The 8th month, we're entering. 8 is the time of new. It's the number that symbolizes infinity. And so we're in this infinite time, right? Where things are timeless, things are breaking beyond our boundaries and our restrictions. One of the things that we talked about last month about negotiating, to negotiate away your increase. And we all remember the Jabez prayer, but it said that he was specific about where he wanted to increase. He wanted to increase in the coastal areas. And so he began with the knowledge of what was the relevancy and specific territory and region for his increase. Knowledge. And I want to challenge you as you're listening to this, what knowledge can you say is my asset? Is it my ability to think? Is it my ability to negotiate? Is it my ability to bring others into my creativity when I explain what God has put in me, how he's put it in me, how he's given me not only the creativity, but the way to express it and to bring it into evidence. Come on, somebody. Are you enjoying this moment? As he's extending what's inside you to be visible, to be activated, to inspire others, right? They are gaining knowledge out of your inspiration. I'm sure that many of you can say that's one of the things that I do for you. I inspire you. I spark something off in you, knowledge. And that is our asset that puts us above animals. Because, I don't want to go into the debate of who came first, the Big Bang and all molecules and stuff. That's not where I'm at. I'm saying to you that God put an ability, an innate ability inside of us. When he breathed that breath of life, he gave us part of his DNA of creativity. He gave us part of that DNA to command, that commanding voice, that authoritative voice that can call things to be. In that relationship with him, we call things to be that are not. that prophetic side, that supernatural ability to as we call it, we form it. Come on, that's really good. As we call it, we form it. We give it a characterization. Hebrews 11 verse 3, out of the word was the world's framed. The worlds were framed by what he spoke. And so God has put that ability inside of us, that knowledge. And what is one of the things that we say here at RMM about knowledge? What is the difference between a generation? We know a generation can be 40 years. And for those of you that are iPhone people, we're in the 12th or 13th year of the iPhone. Just 13 years ago, the iPhone was invented. Apple was invented. And Rennie and I had a discussion just recently. I'm not even going to bring you into our private discussion, but the iPhone is 13. It's in its 13th generation. It doesn't even say 13th year. It says 13th generation, people. And so we understand the generations. When you look at this is the visuals. We take a natural and make it, and give it a supernatural application. One more time. We take something natural and give it a supernatural application. So we know generation isn't 40 years, it has shrunk to even 10 years, to even 1 year. When we're updating things, oh my gosh, our updates on our phones, our updates on our computer, technology is constantly updating. It's constantly fixing the bugs and giving us a better experience. Oh, that's a word right there for somebody. It updates and gives us a better experience. We're not stuck in a 1972 experience of God, 1972 revelation of God. Even the word is the same, but the application of it, the life that it lifts off the page and give us, it's so needed for now. So knowledge, let's get back to this. Knowledge is your greatest asset. And what separates a generation is knowledge. What my father did, who's passed away, when his father is still alive, he's 97. And what he did in his day, I mean, we have far surpassed that. Our children, your children around you, those of you with grandchildren, oh my gosh, I sit with little babies and they're fascinated by the phone. They come out the womb understanding how to use the phone. Come on. It's just like, hello, somebody. What separates us is knowledge. And knowledge has advanced, and knowledge is advancing. Many of you are stuck in the old, but this month, we're going to talk about assets. We're going to dive into what is your asset? Where is that asset leading you to? Have you sharpened your knowledge to be relevant in this generation? In this generation of iPhones, I love it. It took me a long time to come over to the dark side. I fully embrace the dark side, right? Those of you that are my close friends understand that. Some of you are going to make that very spiritual, but it really isn't. And so when you get an updated iPhone, if you try to send something to somebody who is still in generation 6, generation 5, it's not going to work because their technology, their device is not compatible with the new advancement of this present generation. And that's just iPhone talk. That's not even spiritual talk. That's just iPhone talk. And I'm telling you, somebody should be typing that in right now and enjoying this moment with me. God is challenging us that there are things that are basic in our faith. There are things that are foundational to our faith. There's application that is part of the fundamental principles of our walk of faith and our walk of being in relationship with God, that walk of intimacy with the Lord. There is just some basic foundations. But he tells us without faith, it is impossible to please God. And I want to challenge you. I know I've got a short time with you because I'm with family this week. So I'm keeping it short so that they won't tell me off and they'll still love me after this. But I want to challenge you with 2 scriptures three scriptures actually about knowledge from the Old Testament. I'm going to start with Daniel 1 and verse 17. And it paints a picture of Daniel, Meshach, and Abednego, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, these four young men being together. As they are in the king's court, they're among the king's servants, and they did something, set something in place, and they said, no, we're not going to do that. This is before they're thrown in the fiery furnace, right? And listen to what it says, Daniel 1:17. And for these four children, God gave them knowledge and skill in all learning and wisdom. And Daniel had understanding in all visions and dreams. What separated him from the king's servants, from the king's administrators, was that they had a knowledge, a wisdom. And I'm going to say it another way. They had a culture about God that didn't make them bend to pressure. Oh, it doesn't matter where you are right now, who you are among. I want to challenge you. Know the asset of knowledge that you have and that you carry. I speak this word over you that people are going to seek you out for your knowledge. People are going to seek you out because of what you carry. You stand out. The scripture goes on to say that their countenance, they took away the meat, they took away the wine from them, and they thought, oh, they're going to be so upset. The food is so flavorful. But when they looked at them after 10 days, their face was fatter, their skin, their countenance, their skin was brighter. They gave them pulse, thinking, oh, vegetables, there's no flavor in that. There is when you add kosher kitchen to it, kosher kitchen seasoning, just saying. Good commercial slide right there. But this is what God will do to you. When people put pressure on you in the hope that you will bend, you flourish. They see this wisdom, not just your countenance, but even in your speech, even in the way you conduct yourself. They realize that there is something unique about you. Let the asset of knowledge that you carry make you stand out. I talked about flourish. Come to the peakness, come to the full peakness, peak performance, and when it is needed, when it is necessary. There is a culmination. There's been step upon step, line upon line, precept upon precept in these inspirational Tuesdays, because God is setting you up for greatness. God is setting you up for this economy that is I don't want to say unraveling, but that is being revealed. And he's doing it subtly. When they think it's calamity, they can't even, I listened to the news just recently, and they can't even say whether it's a recession or not, because there's not the full definition of a recession. There's not all the elements that's needed. But we're in a new day where things have shifted. How we've known things is being redefined, it's being realigned. And I want to challenge you, get the knowledge of the heavenlies, get the supernatural knowledge from the Father that he is revealing. I gave you Daniel. Let me give you Hosea. You all love Hosea. My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, because they have rejected knowledge. I will also reject them, that they should be no priest to me. They will not come in unto me. This is Old Testament. The priest came in on the behalf of the people. New Testament, we don't need a priest to go in on our behalf. We come boldly to the throne. And where is that throne? Do we have to go to a place? Do we have to go to a church? Do we have to go to a building? No. You can sit in your car and be a priest unto the Lord, giving him worship, giving him intercession, interceding, standing in the gap for others, lifting up the people before the Father. This is what God is saying to you. Do not reject knowledge in this day. There's a shift. There has been not just a sudden shift, but there has been shiftings. There's been sudden shifts, but there's been shiftings, because it's bringing us into that full acceptance of what God is saying and doing with us, through us, and for us. I challenge you as we keep talking these next few weeks, know what asset you carry. Know the gifting. My mega women, this is to you. Know the economy, the asset that is your economy. Let's begin to really stretch that even further. Some of you already know, some of you are still struggling on how and what is your economy, what is your purpose, what is your skill. I'm here to help you. This month, I'm so excited to say that we are launching my I Cultivate coaching service. You're going to see the link on that. My new website is being launched. My phrase is all things Dr. Marina is in one place that you can enjoy. My Dr. Marina McLean, my worship, Dr. Marina McLean, my mega women, Dr. Marina McLean, I Cultivate, the life coach and master coach. So you can sign up for those one-on-one sessions and to be also what I look for, catapulted into your next. What is your next? Those of you that are leaders and saying there is a next for me, let me help you navigate your way to your next. Let me bring out that next level of excellence. I've been in this journey of faith for over 40 years. I worked with Dr. Rennie for 41 years, 42 years this coming September, the year that we've been married. We've been working together in this ministry called the gospel. And so we've transitioned, and I've been part of that transition. Those of you that are watching me, that know me, have seen my personal journey of the woman I am today and the woman I'm still becoming. Why? I love knowledge. I used to hate technology. I now absorb technology and I help others. I challenge others. Come into the 21st century. Grab a hold of this knowledge that's going to propel you in every area of your life. What am I challenging you to do? Know the asset, know the economy, know the currency that is inside of you. And as we know it together, I tell you, God will not reject you. He will not say to you, see that you have forgotten the law of your God. And if you forget the law of your God, he will forget your children. He will let your children not grab a hold of this present knowledge, this present advancement. I challenge you today, as you're typing in, as you're clicking share, as you're saying, oh my gosh, this is such a confirming word. What is your asset? Let us bring it out together. Let us talk about it. Let us digest it. But most importantly, let us have the evidence. Let us have the evidence together of walking and moving in what God has called you to. I'm so grateful that you've joined me here on Inspiration Tuesday. Remember, we do have a podcast that's on every day and you can listen to it at any time. My music, you can download it. If you haven't seen the scan, scan it, and you'll see all my 4 albums. Some of you didn't even know that I had 4 albums. Thank you for finding that out. I have 4 albums. All the songs that are sung by me are written by me. And so enjoy, click and share. I'm on all the streaming platforms, even the ones I don't know. My team have done a great job. So some of you, it's just, Apple, Spotify, Amazon Music. For some of you, Alexa, please record it and put it in the story and tag me. Alexa, play Marina McLean's music, and Alexa will begin an hour or so more of Dr. Marina's music. So let me know that you're enjoying that. Let me have your recipes of Kosher Kitchen. You're ordering. I love it that you're ordering over this summertime, because it's family time and it's cooking time and it's salad and it's smoothies. And I want to tell you, somebody, Grace, our partner from Australia that you hear us often talk about, she's been putting the McLean's original in her smoothies because of the cinnamon and the nutmeg and the allspice that is in that particular seasoning. And then those of you that are eating your salads, you're putting the all-purpose all the poultry, on all your things that are non-meat. So I am so thankful for hearing these things, but I need pictures, people. There's no evidence without pictures. So send me your pictures or send it to media@rmm.global. I had to think for a minute. Media@rmm.global. Send your pictures there. But thank you for sharing and for staying in touch. Remember that you can, when you watch this on YouTube, add the stars, buy stars, because that helps in another way to keep what we do going. We've got some exciting news. We have set the date for our October Infinity Conference, which is going to be October the 28th and 29th. Don't quote me on that, but it is out there. And so we look forward to that, my friends. Enjoy. We love you. God bless you. Have a great day and welcome to August. Bless you all. I'm so excited. I need to close out. Let me scroll down and close out. Hello, family. Are you following me on social media? I do Inspirational Tuesdays. I motivate you. I keep you connected with the Word of God. Find me, and most important, follow me on all my social media platforms.